Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. Tanveer Ahmed. Today we are going to perform our second practical of livestock feed sources and forage conservation. This practical is about silage making. Silage is known as a pickled green fodder. The objective of silage making is to preserve the fodder or conserve the fodder for rainy days. It means when we have a fodder scarcity, then we can use this silage. But nowadays silage making is a common practice, and people they are used to feed silage to their animal because silage can be preserved or kept for a long time. So that's why now commercial dairy farmers they prefer to have silage at their farms. Silage making can be done by different way. In this practical we will mainly emphasize on silage making through baler, but we will also discuss the other method, that is making a silo. This is the first step in silage making, to have a silo. So silo, it can be made on a ground, it can be a trench, or it can be a bunker. Bunker silos, they are common and they are used in most of the commercial dairy farm. Here you can see a different type of silos: upright silos, then plastic bag silos, and bunker silo. Bunker silo, they can be easily filled, they can be easily managed on a commercial farm, and according to the requirement of silage we can make a large. The size of the silo will depend upon the number of animals on a farm. 1 cubic feet area of bunker silo is sufficient to store 20 kg of fodder. So keeping in view this amount of fodder, you can calculate the quantity of fodder required by the animal and then the size of the bunker. Harvesting the silo. Second step in silage making is to choose a crop and to harvest it at a proper stage. The best crop for silage making is a corn crop. Usually the crops, when they are having 30 to 35% dry matter, they should be harvested for silage making. Usually grasses, they should be harvested just before flowering, and if the moisture content they are high in a crop, then we can add wheat starch to reduce. When the grains they have a milky appearance, when you just push the grain or cut the grain, so a milk type material appeared. So the best stage, if you look at this grain, it contain about 2/3 portion as a starch and 1/3 as soluble carbohydrate. So this is the best time to cut the crop for silage making. Again you can see the milk line, so this is the best time to harvest the crop. Then moisture content can be checked by using a field dry matter or moisture tester. Even in the lab we can use the oven to test the moisture content of the crop. The third step in silage making is chopping the crop. This is the most important step because chopping is required to reduce the particle size, and the particle size, it should be about 1 inch in length. So they should not be too small in size, they should not be too large in size. If they are large in size, then it could be difficult to compress the stuff. So about 1 inch is the best particle size. Making is filling the silo. The filling of silo, it should be done layer by layer. So after having a first layer, it should be properly compressed by using the tractor. Then a second layer can be added. So until the bunker is filled, this process should be done. So after complete filling of the silo, it should be covered with the plastic sheet, and the corner of the plastic sheet they should be sealed by using mud, or even you can place tire on the entire plastic sheet so that it cannot be affected by high wind, and particularly there should be a proper slope, so that can be helpful for the drainage of the water when there is a heavy rain on the bunker. So for making a silage by using this baler and by using the plastic sheet, the first step is again to harvest the crop. second step is to chop the crop. Sometimes the harvester and chopper is a single type of machine that cut and chop the fodder, and that chopped fodder is collected in a truck or in a trolley, so that can be brought at the shed or shed where it can be put into a baler. So here you can see this is a baler where an attendant is putting the chopped fodder into the baler. This baler is an automatic baler, and it has this thread, so it do compressing of the stuff and then threading of the stuff, so that the bale cannot be easily opened or cannot be easily uncompacted. So after baling, the next step is to wrap that bale. This is a plastic sheet wrapper. Here you can see the wrapper is adding a wrapping of the silage or the baled silage. So after wrapping, this silage is ready. It can be shaped, it can be placed at a form, and it can be used at any time of the year if proper storage is done. So this is a complete process of silage making. So this practical is over. The next practical will be hay making. That would be the practical number 3. Thank you.